The first time Liam met Noah, it was in the hallway of their college dorm, both dragging overstuffed suitcases, both clearly late to move in day. "You're in 4B?" Liam asked, pushing his hair out of his eyes. "Yeah," Noah said, glancing at the number on his key. "Guess that makes us roommates?" It wasn't exactly love at first sight, more like a polite handshake and a mutual understanding that they'd probably just coexist. Liam was a business major, all pressed shirts and color-coded planners. Noah was a film student, with paint, stains on his jeans and headphones constantly around his neck. The first weeks were a dance of quiet boundaries. Liam studied late at the desk. Noah stayed up editing projects with headphones in. They said good morning, swapped polite smiles, but nothing deeper until one rainy Tuesday. The storm had knocked the Wi-Fi out, and Noah, unable to work, sat on the floor sorting through a pile of Polaroids. Liam wandered over, curious. "You took these?" Liam asked, picking up a photo of the city skyline blurred with sunset. "Yeah," Noah said, almost shyly. "I like catching moments that feel alive." Something in his voice made Liam look at him differently, like maybe there was a hole. Depth he'd never bothered to see. They ended up sitting on the floor together for hours, swapping stories, Liam talking about growing up in a small town with dreams of the city, Noah sharing how film was the only way he ever knew how to express himself. After that, their routine shifted. Liam started watching Noah's short films, offering feedback. Noah began making coffee for both of them in the mornings, just the way Liam liked it, 2 sugars, no milk. Little things became habits. By winter, their friendship was a living thing. They ordered takeout when deadlines got heavy, built blanket forts when the heating broke, and shared playlists like they were trading pieces of their hearts. But the first real turning point came on the night of the campus winter fair. They had gone together as friends, wandering between the light displays and food stalls. Liam bought Noah a cup of hot cocoa. Noah insisted on winning Liam a ridiculous stuffed penguin at one of the games. Snowflakes dusted Noah's curls, and Liam couldn't stop staring. "You've got something on your hair," Liam said, brushing away a snowflake that didn't need brushing. Noah's eyes lingered on him for a moment too long. "Thanks," he said softly, and neither of them spoke for a few seconds, though their silence was louder than anything. The weeks after were different, not awkward, but charged. They sat closer on the couch. Their jokes lingered longer. Sometimes Liam would catch Noah looking at him like he was filming a scene in his mind. It all came to a head the night before spring break. Most people had already left campus, but Liam and Noah stayed behind. Liam because of work, Noah because of a late project deadline. They ordered pizza, played cards, and when the electricity flickered in a sudden thunderstorm, they lit a few candles and kept talking. "I'm glad we got stuck together, you know," Noah said, his voice quieter than usual. "Me too," Liam admitted. "I didn't expect any of this. You've made this place feel like home." Noah's smile faltered into something more vulnerable. "Liam, can I tell you something?" "Yeah," Liam said, heart thudding. "I think I like you, not just as a roommate, not even just as a friend." His voice shook, but his eyes didn't move away. The room went still, except for the rain tapping against the window. Liam felt every word echo in his chest. "I think I've been hoping you'd say that," Liam said, finally. Noah's breath caught. "Yeah." Instead of answering with words, Liam leaned in. It wasn't a grand, cinematic kiss, just a slow, tentative meeting of lips. The kind you share when you're afraid to break something fragile. When they pulled apart, both of them were smiling like they'd just discovered something they'd been searching for without knowing it. From that night on, things didn't change all at once, but the changes were everywhere. They still argued over dishes and whose turn it was to take out the trash. But now there were sleepy morning kisses and arms around each other during movie nights. They told their friends in small steps, not because they were ashamed, but because it felt like something precious they wanted to protect. Some people were surprised. Others said they'd seen it coming from a mile away. By the end of the year, they were inseparable. When it came time to sign for housing next year, they didn't even ask each other. It was just a given they'd stay together. One warm summer evening, they sat on the roof of their building, watching the city lights flicker on. Noah had his camera with him, snapping photos of the skyline and more often of Liam. "Why do you always take pictures of me?" "When I'm not ready?" Liam asked, half laughing. "Because that's when you're most yourself," Noah said. "And that's my favorite version of you." Liam felt that in his chest, heavy and light all at once. Years later, they'd look back at those photos, Liam with a half smile, Noah with a spark in his eyes, and realize those were the moments where roommates had quietly become best friends had become partners, and partners had become soulmate. It hadn't been love at first sight. It had been love that grew in stolen conversations, shared meals, quiet nights in, and the soft realization that home wasn't a place, it was a person. And for Liam and Noah, that person had been living just across the room all along.